It's the 27th week in Ordinary Time, and this is Extraordinary. Okay, we're out and about at the Briars today because we're thinking about what do we belong to. This week we are in a really important time in the church where people from all over the world are meeting in Rome to discuss young people. And actually it's a perfect thing to focus on this week about reminding ourselves that we belong to something awesome and we belong to the church, made up of billions of people all around the world. Now the great thing about living at somewhere like the Briars is that it's full of people all the time, which is why loads of people are hanging out from St John Horton School in Ilkeston at the moment, which is really, really cool. And if you can see below me, we've been looking at some kind of art work down here, which is about reminding ourselves that we are one family. So check this out. If you have a look on your extraordinary sheet, you'll see that there's a lot of green this week. That's because all of the feasts and all the saints that we've got are optional. And so if you've got a special link to them or they've got a special connection to you, then we can celebrate them. But normally we'd be going with the readings of Ordinary Time, apart from on Wednesday when we're celebrating St. Paulinus. Now, very interesting guy, St. Paulinus of York. One of the first people to kind of bring Christianity to the Anglo-Saxons. He's the patron of the Anglo-Saxons. He actually ended up kind of converting and helping Hilda of Whitby, St. Hilda of Whitby, and you might find out a bit more about her if you check out some of our other videos. Another guy though that I think is probably worth having a look at today is a guy called Blessed John Henry Newman. Now he was beatified recently, which means kind of one step to being a saint, and actually his life is so interesting because he was just really up on loving each other, on kind of thinking about what God calls us to do and how we're called to serve each other. There's a really great prayer that he wrote which you should totally check out called A Definite Service, where it talks about the fact that God calls each one of us to do something specific. Not to be like everyone else, but to be ourselves, serving each other with our gifts. And if we're thinking about how we're going to belong this week, you really need to think about what you can do and what you can bring to your community. So this week, think about how you can serve those people in the communities you belong to. And just think about what's awesome about belonging to something in general. It's nice to feel like
being belonged.
It's nice to belong. It's nice to belong. And of course, one really important way you can show you belong is by hitting subscribe to all of our videos by checking the little button on the side of this video and hitting the little bell so you get notified every time we upload a new video. Have a great week. We'll see you soon.